Well, Titanic remains one of history's most fascinating stories, not only because of how it ended, but because of the lives that were on board. And opening today, there's an experience locally that brings those personal stories to life.
It's pretty fascinating. Reporter Kristen Haubrick takes us to Royalston Square in Minneapolis for a preview of Titanic, an Immersive Voyage.
LaKendra, the Titanic remains one of the most iconic tragedies in history, and what you've done here is both riveting and emotional. So let's talk about the passengers first. 2,200 passengers aboard the Titanic, all with hopes for a new start, a future in America, and sadly, so many didn't make it. How are you hoping to bring to life some of those passengers' stories?
You know, we all know about the boat, we know about the tragedy, but I love that this experience really brings the passengers' stories to life, really adds that human element, which I think is so important. A lot of these people, they were coming to America in search of a better life, and that is definitely something that still resonates today, and that's why that's a part of the Titanic's lasting legacy.
As we talk about this ship of dreams, the historic photos you have as part of this exhibit are really eye-opening and beautiful, but the one behind us showing the sheer size of this ship, these grown men are dwarfed by the 3 propeller blades. Going off of that, I mean, what are we learning about how this was constructed?
Yes, I mean, this took 2 years of drawing every single little detail of this boat. A lot of work went into this boat, and it's unfortunate that the forces of nature were still able to take it down. And this one took the lives of nearly 1,500 people.
Let's talk about the 1997 film, The Titanic. I was 12, saw it in theaters, and I was just so captivated. And so while the love story between Rose and Jack is fictional, a lot of the film is historically accurate from what I've read and understood. But do you represent some of the artifacts, some of the moments of the film in this exhibit?
Absolutely. We have over 300 artifacts. We have a lot that are actual true artifacts, and we have a lot of replicas. We do have a replica of Rose's beautiful heart purple jewel necklace.
The heart of the ocean.
The heart of the ocean, Kristen. We have it. Now, don't heist me, girl.
No.
But we do have it here. I'm sure you can, replicas are all over the place because it's so famous. But we have a lot of authentic artifacts as well. And it's really interesting to just look back at the history. That's what I love about being here at Titanic, an Immersive Voyage. It truly is immersive in every way because we all know about the Titanic, but just to get in a little bit deeper, to just go back in time with history. We're mixing the technology with the history, with information, with emotions.
All in one.
Yes, all in one immersive experience.
Living up to the immersive note of this experience is that we get to strap on a headset and try virtual reality. What's the perspective? What are we experiencing from the Titanic here?
Well, you are literally stepping into the shoes of a passenger. You are on the boat. You are walking through the dining hall. You're seeing dishes fall out of the china cabinets. It's a little bit scary. I'll be honest with you. I screamed a couple times. I definitely did. It gives you some empathy for what they were enduring. I think it's important to remember things like that.
Let's talk about where we're standing. So the grand staircase, the crown jewel of the Titanic. I mean, this stuff is captivating. To walk in and see it represented in this way. Any idea on the timeline of how long it took to construct this exhibit?
Oh my goodness, it takes a long time. It takes years, because not only are we constructing the exhibit, there's a lot of work that goes into finding all of the artifacts. The people at Exhibition Hub, they work so hard because they really do want this to be an experience like none other.
When you think of a typical museum, I mean, you're walking through it and you're just noticing and just reading plaques, but for this one, we are part of it.
You're a part
so
of it.
Tell me more about the technology and what we can do in the exhibit.
Yes, I love the immersive room. There's a giant lifeboat in there. You could spend a good 40 minutes in that immersive room because there's images all over the walls, there's music, but another incredible thing about this experience is that it's great for the whole family because a lot of children are super fascinated by the Titanic, even still today. The New York Times recently did an article about all these kids that have a renewed interest in the Titanic. So we have kids running around here. They're very excited to learn more about it.
But what would you say is the biggest takeaway that you're hoping folks coming in leave with?
Definitely the human stories, you know, the stories of courage, the stories of compassion, but also just remembering the Titanic's legacy and the effect that it had on maritime safety, some of the same safety practices that we still use today. And that is why we're here, to remember the human element and to also celebrate the Titanic's lasting legacy.
Cool experience.
That's pretty cool.
Really fun. If you want ticket information, just head over to twincitieslive.com.